Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you guys are all having a great Sunday. Today I have a new products video with you. I wanted to do a video with full face of new products, but I didn't find any concealers and foundations that I enjoyed. So today I'm just gonna stick with new products for the eyes. So the first product that I have today is a beautiful palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just want to put a disclaimer that I did not open any of my products. I wanted to have my initial reactions at the same time as you guys. So this is the eyeshadow palette we will be working with today. And for mascara, I have Bad Girl Riri's new mascara. So I am very excited to try this. I have seen a lot of advertisements about it and I was so excited that she was putting out a mascara. So I really hope that that goes super well. So right off the bat, I just want to say, look at this packaging. I am a pink girl and I am a sparkle girl, and this has everything. This is like so beautiful. Although the sparkles do transfer onto your fingers, beware, but this is so gorgeous. So now it's time to see the colors. Wow. Initially, this blue was the reason why I bought this palette, and because of this like pressed glitter, I thought those two shades were stunning and I had nothing like it. So in this video, I will presume to use this blue color all over my lid. I'm in love with it. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I will prime my eyelids with their primer. What I like about this one is that it's white, so it'll work really well for a demi-cut crease and a full cut crease, because normally I use the MAC Paint Pot one, but it has like a beige tint. So whenever you're applying a color on top, it doesn't give it necessarily the perfect shade because you have that undertone of beige. But seeing as this one is a little bit more white, I feel like it will give the actual shade that's in the palette versus what goes on your eyelid. It will stay pretty much the same. Alright. Now that my lids are primed and I put on a color just to set it, we shall go in and start with the colors in the palette now. So for starters, I think I am going to go in with New Yorker as my transition shade. So I'm just going to apply that all in the crease. I always forget to mention what brushes I'm using for my eyeshadows. So for this one, I'm using the Morphe M573. It's just like a little crease blending brush. And now I'm going to go in with the M441. It's just another blending brush, but it's clean, and I'm going to go soften up the edges. So now I'm going to go in with the shade 1998. It's kind of like this brownish kind of orangey hue color, and I'm gonna put that in the outer part of my crease and bring it down to the edge of my eye. I'm sorry if you hear any banging upstairs, it is my neighbors. I don't mean to have them in my video. So the one thing I'm gonna say with this shade, the 1998, is that there is a lot of follow compared to the New Yorker shade. If I just show you my palette, you can see how much more follows in this one compared to this shade. So that's just something to be aware of. For this step, I'm using the Sephora Airbrush Crease. I've had this one for a really long time. It performs really well. So now I'm just going to go back in with the other brush that I used just to soften up the edges a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M506, and I'm going to take this shade called Yugo. It's kind of like a darkish brown mauve kind of color. I'm going to put that only on the outer part of my lid just to kind of deepen it a little bit. So now that those three shades are put on my eyelid, I am going to go back in with the primer because I'm going to do a demi-cut crease. And this last shade had absolutely no fallout whatsoever. I think it's very beautiful. Alright, so now this is what it looks like after applying the 3 colors, doing the demi cut crease. I find that the eyeshadows are really blending well into each other, and I think the color payoff is beautiful. The colors itself are gorgeous. And now we are at the part that I have been waiting for. I'm so excited. I am going to pack this blue shade all over my eyelid. I'm so excited for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this eye just using this flat JS10 brush, just using the eyeshadow. With the other side, I'm going to spray some MAC Fix Plus on my brush and then pick up the color and go in. And the reason for this is because I want to see how the color performs alone. So if some of you guys are not quite sure why I'm going to spray Fix Plus on my brush, basically what it does is it picks up the color and it makes it go on more pigmented, so you get more color payoff. I do that with a lot of my shadows. It's just little tips. So if you guys ever see like you're doing a colorful look and you're not too sure why your colors aren't coming out as purple or as blue as you think they should, take some Fix Plus or some setting spray, spray it on your brush at a certain distance, and then pack into that color and then put all over your eyelid. You'll see you really have more of a color payoff. So now let's go into it. And the funny thing about this shade is that it's named Leo, and I'm a Leo because I am born in August, so it's like meant to be. So now let's see. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys can see this, but like I'm shook. I'm so excited. Okay, let's do it. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that there's a lot of fallout in this shade. I will have to go clean up my foundation and probably reapply it in that spot because the color did fall out. So some comments about this one is the shade does have a lot of fallout, so be careful with that one. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. However, I don't think I would wear this color on an everyday type of look, but I just really want to try it out. So now I'm just going to go back in with my Morphe 506 brush and the Yugo color just to make sure that the colors blend into each other so it doesn't look like a mess like it is right now. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to put Fix Plus on my brush and we're going to see if it helps make the color any more pigmented and have more payoff than what we have right now. So I'm just going to spritz it. I normally do like 3 sprays, and then you go in with your color and then you pack it on. Okay, so right away I can tell that using the Fix Plus did help color wise. However, I'm not dissing on this shade. I think it's beautiful without the Fix Plus, but I probably will use Fix Plus if I use the shade again just to enhance it that extra little bit. So you can tell, I'm not sure if it'll pick up on camera, but this one is way more pigmented than this side. So I'm going to go in and just take a little bit of Fix Plus and just redo this side and make sure that they do match. And once again, I'm just going to go in with the Yugo color and make sure that here is well blended into each other. So my final thoughts about this palette is I think it's a beautiful palette. I will go around and play with more shades and post pictures of the looks I come up with on my Instagram just to get more of a feel about it. But in general, I think that the more glittery shades have more fallout, but that's to be expected because of their formula. Some of the mattes, it's hard to say because the the 2 matte shades were okay, they had barely any fallout, but then the other one did have a lot of fallout, so I will have to play around with that and see which matte shades have more fallout, which don't. But I think it's a really good investment. I think it's beautiful. So now I'm just going to go off camera, clean this up, and then I'm going to come back so we can see the mascara. So now the next thing, I want to read a claim. We're going in with this beautiful Fenty Beauty mascara. I think the packaging is super cute. So what's unique about this one is that it has a fat side, and then when you turn it, it has a flat side. So I do have the advertisement here, and I just want to read what they're claiming. So it says, in the battle of lashes, full frontal mascara has your back and do-it-all formula that adds length and volume. Our flat to fat brush lifts and loads on the fat side and defines and curls the lashes on the flat side. So we're going to see. I will go in and put one coat of mascara on the fat side and then go in and do one coat of mascara on the flat side. So let's see if their claims are true. Alright, so now we are going to go in. I'm just going to wipe off any excess. Alright, so first I'm going to go in with the flatter side. So right away, I want to say that their claim for length, beautiful. My eyelashes look super long compared to their regular ones. I think it looks gorgeous. So now I'm going to dip my brush back in. Never pump your mascara. You're going to push more bacteria in. You're going to make it go bad faster. Twist it. Take off the excess. Now I'm going to go in with the fat side. So I'm not sure how much volume I'm really getting for it. I'm going to say it's more length that I got, but I will go in with a second coat just to see. I find the volume that it says it gives kind of gives like the spider web effect, so I'm not entirely happy about that. So I'm going to go back in with the flatter side and just kind of see if I can spread them out. So I'm just going to go in and finish the other side doing the exact same thing. So my final thoughts with this mascara is that for the length, I think it's absolutely stunning. It makes my eyelashes look a lot longer. For volume, I don't really think it makes my eyelashes look more fuller. If anything, it's making it do that spiderweb effect, and that's not what I like in a mascara. I think I will keep using it just to give it a shot to see if I really like it or not. But I think I'll probably tend to go more to the flatter side to really get all the length. But I think it's beautiful. I will give you an update after I use it a couple more times just to see what it gives. So I'm just going to go put on a lip liner and then I'll be back to say my final thoughts. So my final thoughts about both products is that I really love the eyeshadow palette. I will definitely continue to use it and see how the rest of the colors perform. I think the mascara is beautiful, but I'm kind of let down about the volume. I wish it would have gave a little extra, but it's okay. I still love Rihanna. I'm still gonna try it to see if I like it further, and maybe today it was just kind of a fluke that I don't like it. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be notified every time that I post a new video. Videos do come out Sunday at 11 a.m. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday, and I hope to see you back next week. Bye!